Most founders think of patent drawings as just this tedious final step you have to get through. But what if I told you they're actually one of your most powerful strategic tools? Today, we're going to dive into how one simple, tiny detail, the broken line, can become your startup's secret weapon for protecting your innovation. This quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. There's this huge misconception that patent drawings are just pretty pictures. They're not. They are legal documents where every single line carries weight. A single choice, like using a solid line instead of a broken one, can literally be the difference between a patent that's a fortress and one that's full of holes. So that's the big question, right? How do you actually build a patent that works for you, one that protects you as you grow and change? Well, the answer isn't in some super complex legal strategy. It's actually in mastering a tiny detail that most people completely overlook. Okay, so before we get to the solution, we have to talk about a problem that every single founder faces. I call it the inventor's dilemma. You're building a company that has to innovate at lightning speed, right? But the very patent that's supposed to protect you can end up locking you into an early, totally outdated version of your own idea. Come on, we've all seen it. The version 1 of a product is never, ever the final version. Your team finds a better layout, the camera shifts over here, the sensors move, heck, the entire shape might change. And if your patent claims every single one of those details with solid lines, well, it can become useless the very moment you innovate. But there's an incredibly elegant solution to this whole dilemma, the secret of broken lines. And I'm telling you, understanding this one simple detail is a complete game changer for any founder. So what exactly is a broken line? Well, it's a very deliberate legal signal. Think of it like you're talking directly to the patent examiner, and you're saying, hey, see this part here? The one with the dashed lines? That's just for context. It's the frame, not the painting I want you to protect. And the difference in power is just huge. A solid line claims the exact shape, that specific curve, that precise angle. It totally locks you in. A broken line, on the other hand, just shows the context. It gives you the flexibility to protect the heart of your idea without getting trapped by all the little details. So how do we translate this simple drawing technique into a massive strategic advantage? Well, this is how you turn a static, boring legal document into a flexible, living shield for your business. There are 3 huge benefits to this whole approach. First, your patent becomes evolution-proof. Your product can change and your IP doesn't become obsolete. Second, you make it way harder for competitors to make tiny cosmetic tweaks to get around your claims. And third, you actually get broader protection with a cleaner, more focused patent. It's like a bigger umbrella with less effort. And this just sums it up perfectly. The goal isn't to patent a snapshot in time. The goal is to get a patent that lives and breathes with your company, protecting your core innovation long after that first prototype is sitting on a shelf collecting dust. Okay, let's get practical. Here is an actionable playbook you can use from day 1 of your product planning. Seriously, this isn't just theory, it's a whole new way of thinking about your product. The key is what I call the layers method. It's all about seeing your product in 2 distinct parts, the core innovation and the temporary structure that's built around it. Your job is to strategically separate the 2. And how you apply it is brilliantly simple. Your core innovation, the thing that makes your product special, that gets claimed with solid lines. The surrounding structure, the casing, the button placement, all the parts you know are probably going to change, those get drawn with broken lines. It's that easy. Need a practical way to figure this out? Just try the 3-stage future test. It's a simple thought experiment. Picture your product today. Okay, got it? Now, what's it going to look like in 3 months? And what about in a year? Any feature that changes or morphs across these 3 stages? Yep, that's a prime candidate for broken lines. Now, this strategy isn't just for your lawyers to worry about. Using broken lines thoughtfully has this massive ripple effect across your entire business, from fundraising all the way to team alignment. Look, a clean, strategic patent is a really powerful asset because it signals maturity. To investors, it shows you have a long-term vision. For partners or maybe potential acquirers, it creates total clarity around your defensible tech, and that strengthens your negotiating position and can even boost your valuation. And this is really why it matters so much. A clear patent reduces friction everywhere. It aligns your engineering and design teams, and it gives them the freedom to innovate without being terrified of breaking your IP. Ultimately, it signals that you're building a real, defensible moat around your business. A patent isn't just a legal document. It's the story of what makes your product special. And when you use broken lines to tell that story clearly, you cut through all the noise and you highlight your core innovation. And that clarity, that is what transforms a piece of paper into a powerful business asset. So if you take one thing away from all of this today, let it be this. Your patent strategy should never be an anchor to your first idea. It should be a flexible shield that protects your core vision while giving you the freedom to evolve, pivot, and build the absolute best version of your product. And that leaves us with one final question for you to think about. Is your IP strategy an anchor holding you to the past, or is it a shield ready to protect you no matter what the future brings? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.